everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Evie and I'm back with another episode of Animal Crossing. But as you can see here, it's not our typical episode of Animal Crossing. We are actually on an island guided by a monkey named Nico. So instead of our usual content, I am actually going to work today. And not my usual everyday work. We're actually going to be doing a happy home design. So I've decided to also branch into this because it's actually a lot of fun to play it, and I've been wanting to play it. I just keep forgetting that I have the expansion. And I've decided, well, after I seen the update coming out, I was like, oh yeah, I do have that, don't I? And wouldn't it be fun to do that like on an off chance? Since right now everything is like a little bit slow on the island until like we start getting into the holidays, and I think we have a fishing or bug turning later on in the week. So until those, I've decided to also do some happy home design on top of like the Stardew, and I probably should play Pokemon again. I just kind of forget and I get lazy. So right now we're just quickly doing a quick, what's it called? We're changing our character's outfit. We're getting into our work uniform. And I honestly wish this was my type of work uniform. Not like necessarily that shirt, but my work uniform sucks. I have to wear like a black suit tie or like buttons. I hate buttons so much. And it's like a very formal attire. And I just hate it. So I wish I had something more fun to wear. Like here, wouldn't it be nice just to go to work in like shorts and like a little t-shirt, Converse, you know, because we're cool like that. So we're just getting to meet everyone. So this is Lottie, the pink otter. I think she's an otter. And we also have Wendell in the back. He's a manatee, I believe. And we also have Nico, the monkey. So that's everyone who's going to be helping us right now on our journey of becoming a fabulous home designer. And we also have our first customer, so it works out pretty well. We have Eloise. And I think she's the one that does the first one every time. Because I know, well, I've done Eloise. I've played it 3 separate, like 2 other times in this, and I just kind of forget that I played, or like I'll restart my game, and I'm like, oh yeah, I have Happy Home Design, don't I? I played it for the 3DS, and I gotta say I really like the 3DS version. I've stopped playing the 3DS in a while ago, but when I was playing it, I think, I got pretty far, because I think I made the school and everything, and I might go revisit that on my own time just to see what it is. So yeah, I got to say, I really enjoyed the 3DS version. To be fair, New Leaf is definitely superior. I do want to check out the other ones too, such as Wild World. I don't know if they have that for the DS or not. I think it is on the DS. I had a Wii at one point, but I sold that a few years ago because I just wasn't playing it. It was just taking up too much space, and the motion controls and all that, I just didn't like the Wii. I'll be honest, I really do like the Switch. I think it's one of the most superior consoles. I never really got into Xbox or PlayStation, and I don't really enjoy PlayStation or Xbox that much. So I will say the Switch was one of my favorite ones. Just because, like, the screen and the TV, so I can probably play stuff on a bigger screen. The 3DS, I definitely, hands down, one of the things I've enjoyed the most over the years. Especially, like, the 3D Zelda. I loved Ocarina of Time. I played it on the 64, too, like, when I was a kid and throughout the time. It just... The TV, I didn't really have a proper TV setup and stuff, so it made it harder with the controls and stuff. That's why I never really played too much. I like Pac-Man, too, on the Nintendo Switch. Not Switch, but 64 was one of my favorite games playing as a kid. I have so many good memories of me and my mother playing Pac-Man. That was really good times. And like the little mini games you had to do. I'm so nostalgic for that. I no longer have my Switch. My uncle has it again now, so I can't... Not my Switch, my 64, so... And I think my TV also just didn't have a hookup for it. I can't remember now, but... So for Eloise, I'm kind of like distracted already, but she wanted a book nook. Basically, like a little place to read books and stuff. So I was trying to find like a nice little place where I would want to read. Definitely starting off, I will say my skills are 100% rusty, and I'm okay with that. Once you get more used to it, or at least for me, once I get more used to like the decorating and stuff, I have way more fun with it. And I don't think we have a whole lot of objects. And I was getting so frustrated with the chair because I think it would have been so nice if you could have done like a diagonal seat. But I was going for like a yellow and green theme. I think that was, I mean, Hershey is yellow and green. And all the objects, I think the yellow and green really suits her. And again, like, I feel like this would be such a nice place to have your coffee. And like the sunlight, I think if the sun was like shining through, it'd be so, like, just relaxing. I love reading. Right now, I'm actually reading history books. That's what I do with my free time. I just read history books. It's pretty great. And I just added a plant because you can never go wrong with a plant. But she seems pleased so far with everything we had. Again, like, we don't have a whole lot to decorate with, which is a little bit frustrating because I find, like, you want to go all out, but it's just like the objects there, and you only have so much space, which again was just a little bit challenges when I was going about this. But overall, I will say for a first attempt in like over a year, I did okay. Not to toot my own boat or anything, but I did like it. And this was one of my favorite parts of a play. It was just after you decorate the home, like the little cutscenes they do, I had such a good laugh looking at her face because it's very goofy looking at certain angles. I had such a laugh at it. But yeah, it was fun, it was relaxing. So I played through 2 work days, so I did Eloise, and then after this I did do another work day just for the sake of it. I don't know when I'll be playing this one again. I definitely gotta like take time because I did like my daily chores and stuff, but there was nothing interesting on the island, so I didn't bother to record it. Yeah, like that face there, I was dying at it. It was just like awful angles, and like it was just okay. You go, queen. Like I hope you're happy with it. I'm happy with your house personally, but she was happy with it, so that's just perfect. That's all we could ask. Like we want the customer to be happy, whether we're happy doing it or not. But I will say, like it was decent. It would also on the island because I think I usually like give Pico has a second villager, not villager, but like customer, I guess you can say. Yeah, customer. I always get like Pico, and that's the one I always go for, but I guess since she's on our island, we can't really do anything with her, which was a little bit sad. And we got some Pokey too, so they're not using bells on this island, we use Pokey. We get paid in that. But with that, I did actually go back and buy that seat right there. I thought that would be really nice on our beach, and I don't think I've uploaded an episode since I got that. So we do put that on the beach later on, and I'll be recording a video later and just seeing, because one of the villagers is moving off our island. I know when Pico asked to move off, I was like hesitant because I didn't have a whole lot of Nook miles. I'm back at 20,000 Nook miles again now. So stay tuned. You can leave your guesses. Who you think will be leaving the island and who I approved of. I won't point points. I won't point fingers, I won't shake elbows or anything, but let's just say there is a bird leaving our nest. So for the villagers we had for the second trial, we had this frog. I can't remember the name. We had Tank and we had a goat. I looked around because I was like, do we not have anyone else on the island that we can go get? So I was debating a pottery, but I was like, I don't really think I could do much with that. The tabletop games sound really fun to do, but I just said, I'm not really a Tank fan. I had Tank on the island, so I do like his little leaf on the back of the head. So Puddles. I decided to go for Puddles. I thought she was like the best out of the 3, and I was like, you know what, her house sounds really fun, and I can't remember what it was that she wanted. It was a lovely getaway. So I decided to go through with that one, so I was like, out of the 3, like, it just seemed like the most achievable one I could do. We also got to choose the layout for this one, unlike we did for Eloise, so I was trying to find a place where I thought would be nice for a frog, like preferably around water, so, you know, you should like hop on the lily pads, which they didn't even have. Because I was like, oh yeah, I can definitely like lay lily pads everywhere, but unfortunately there was no lily pads, so I was like, okay, fine. Be like that. I'm trying to accommodate to my guests, but apparently they didn't want to accommodate for me, so I just gave her a nice little place with waterfalls, because I don't know what the point of this is, but frogs might like waterfalls. I don't think about it, but with that, I also got some like tulips and some pink flowers, some white flowers. I thought that would be nice for like a little garden and stuff. And I can't remember now if I can use inclines. I don't know if you get that later in the thing, because I do think at some point you can technically get inclines. And I was just going through to see what I have, but again, like we didn't have a whole lot of furniture yet. I think it grows as you play. It's been a year now since I've played the animal happy home design. So it took me a little bit to get used to again, and I didn't really get far into it in either one. I'm hoping to kind of get further into it, but it would give me something to do while I'm like waiting for the new update, especially where we get to do the hotel, it's called, the hotel room, so I'm looking really forward to that, and, you know, I'm just, like, brushing up my skills right now, and again, I really like that table, like, I don't know if that'll come up in my Nook catalog now, but love the table, and I love the seat. I think that would, like, be so nice to have somewhere on my island, so I made our house, like, really pink, and she had a piano, too, which, I love that piano, like, my university had a piano with like an aquarium on it, and it was so nice. Like I never played the piano because there was always someone picking at it, so I always admire it from like a far distance. And it was, yeah, I really do like that piano, but I'm hoping I could try to find this furniture in either Nook's Cranny or somewhere like in the actual island, because I think that would be very nice for one of my rooms, like maybe the attic, like a nice little hangout spot, and it's just nice pink and like got that 70s like vibe. So the tactic I went into this one just to make it like a little bit different and to see if I can like definitely challenge myself, because this is definitely a challenge for me. Like even when I play The Sims, like I get into the mood where I want to build a house, like a nice house with like a garage, like an attic, a basement, a laundry room, like all out, like full on, like amazing house, like a mansion or something. Not a mansion. I would never make a mansion. Like, you've seen those memes of the mansions where it's like, when you're like 10, first playing The Sims, and like, it's just a big house with windows everywhere, like a kitchen in one spot, and like, it's just a horrible build. That's me. That's why I will never make a mansion. But I did like make a house, and I was really proud of it, because I don't use a whole lot of... I don't really use CC when I play The Sims, because my computer is older, and like, she is hanging on by a thread. Like, the poor thing literally was screaming at me to just take her out of her misery. So when I do play The Sims, I don't use a whole lot of CC. Like, for the Tumblr, I will download pose packs, and I will download clothing CC, which I've been having a lot of fun doing, like, pictures and stuff. I did one recently of, like, a snowy days with 2 of the Sims that, right now, I might play with them down the road, but right now they are just kind of like my little models. Or, like, when I make Tumblr posts for my own Sim, for, like, when I did it for Halloween, and I might do one for winter too, but I've done one recently for winter, so I might not yet. Maybe for like a Christmas picture, I might do one of my Sim. But I've been only downloading CC for those things just to like keep my computer happier with me. And that way too, the game works the best it can, because if anyone who's played The Sims, you know the game does not work. The game don't work on the best of the days, on the best of computers, and I think someone said too, like little Simsy, her game once glitched, and it's like if her game glitches, you know the game is just trouble. But actually, I might be getting a computer soon, so I'm looking really forward to that. Start making like Sims things. I've recently worked on animations and stuff with The Sims and just practicing that on my computer, which was so difficult to do because like it glitched, and then like my game takes like 70 hours to just load, and it actually does take a while. Like, I know 70 is like a bit of an exaggeration, but it does take a very long time to load. So I'm looking forward to getting that new computer, and honestly, I might be doing that in like the next few days, which is a really exciting thing for me. It's gonna be my first computer that I ever buy and like my first PC, so I'm looking super forward to it. I love her house. I actually really like what I got done with it. Good job, me. Sorry. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that so I can start branching off and doing like some Sims content. I definitely plan on doing like machinimas or something similar to that. That's what I've been doing. I've been working on scripts and stuff. I really like writing. I just played around with that, and I can finally download CC, and that's the other reason too. I don't like posting stuff on The Sims. Or like I held off onto it until I was like, you know what, like just for like pictures and stuff like that, I'll definitely just download it. Because I never use CC, and if I'm honest, Max's like content is not always the greatest. Like I will say they've been doing better since they've let like creators start doing things, but right now I am also like not buying any new Sims content. Well, I haven't bought Sims content in a very long time because like I said, my computer's old. I did buy the Fairies pack though when that came out. But other than that, I haven't really been buying too much with The Sims because, like, I'm not supporting the business right now. But I really do want to play it. But technically, I think that's fine. Like, if I play it, as long as I don't buy anything from it. And again, I'd rather support, like, the creators who put their time into stuff and just go on the sites and stuff. But anyways, that's everything for today, so thank you so much if you made it this far. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe if you want to. Again, the pictures I mentioned earlier are on my Tumblr if you're curious, or if you just want to check out my Tumblr in general, it will be linked in the bio. Other than that, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great, great day, so I will see you next time. Bye!